Now that that's done, we got to do some crazy Minecraft speedrun strats to get this frickin' to get all up and coming here. We go there. We have to go to my own channel, find my own link, because there's probably a way to get it right from where I hit start streaming. But I don't know how to do that. That is a... Okay, wow, interesting, YouTube. They just showed me, like, an actual human brain, very slimy looking, on a chip. On a memory chip. Okay, that was spooky. Nope, no. Turn you off. Okay, everyone stand... We're good. It's me, the Asterix and Obelix guy. Perfect, you're here. I have something to show you right before, right before I get this show on the road. So hold on, let me get the link so I can spam everyone. There we go. We're doing good. We're doing good. Howdy, Leaf. Leaf, our survivor over here. Feather and Feywild, our other survivor. He, like, fell down some stairs or something. Okay, what I don't need to do is lag out, bro. They lagging me out? It's fine. My gosh. Okay, so hold on. We're there. I gotta ping everyone. Hold on. Stand by. At everyone. And then I'm gonna do that 13 times. We are live. Boom. I didn't do any exclamation marks, by the way. So yeah, I'm living dangerously today. You have to go to a meeting? Fair enough. Fair enough. I hope potentially broke thumb today. You almost, like, you fell down some stairs or something. Like 2 days. You good? You good, bro? My God. Okay. First off, before we get started, and before I get started on what I'm going to say before I get started getting started, hello. We're back. You receive access to the Discord. Trust me, the ball knowledge is worth it. You drive a hard bargain. I may have to. I may have to later. But first, I wanted to showcase something to you, French boy specifically, okay? I was not kidding, okay? I have the Asterix and Obelix birthday. Asterix and Obelix's birthday, the Golden Book, okay? I do have it. I am not a liar. I wasn't just saying that I knew. I have it. It was in my closet. I know ball. Sick. Let me turn the ISO down. It's not the same one, but this is the one. I could have sworn. Ah, shoot. Are you serious? This ain't it? This isn't it? Oh, no. That ain't it? Dang it. Yours is the regular one. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Let me guess. Yours is hardcover? Dang. Outrageous. Outrageous, I say. What is soup, Fire Ant? Good to see you, good to see you. I can't believe this. This is devastating news. I could have sworn. I thought I had it. Dang it. Oh, well. Well, everywhere you go, there you are. My regular one. Okay. The plan for today, get some ice on that. Dude, I'm going to need some, aren't I? I have ice water, and I don't think I can get the ice out of there without spilling the whole thing. It's the same LOL you misremembered. Have I just been redeemed? I'm going through an emotional roller coaster in 4 minutes, dude. My God. Ice delivered my... Okay. Perfect. Wait, you had to spin rifle for 40 minutes after bending it back all the way to wrist guards. Jeez. Okay, well, there you go. Wow. Don't put ice on burns for painting World War II Japanese uniform. I actually do have advice for painting Japanese uniforms, World War II. And that is to use Japanese uniform World War II. That's the only advice I can offer you. So hopefully that... That's the best I can do. I haven't painted any Japanese just yet. Okay. Now, here's the plan, ladies and gentlemen, okay? We're going to get right into it. After that emotional roller coaster, it's time to frickin' chillax and paint. Okay, and we're not painting anything. What we're doing here is we're painting something. We're painting something. Earthworm Jim, welcome, welcome. What is up? Okay. Now, yesterday, we achieved a breakthrough. I forget the quote, but we achieved a breakthrough. Okay? And we discovered how we like to paint the cloak. There is still cloak in need of painting. And I have been working earlier today and blending some stuff together. There's still stuff to blend. But the goal for this stream is to try to finish the cloak. I'm going to really try to just finish the entire cloak. There may be time. The other thing is, in yesterday's stream, we discovered stippling, okay? Where I basically just build up a whole bunch of texture onto the cloak, as you can kind of see, with some random rough patches here, there, and absolutely everywhere, okay? That was just discovered yesterday, so I have not had time to incorporate it into the script and subsequently film it. Okay, so a couple times, so I can get some footage for the YouTube video. I'll end up putting some of this stream in there. You will see me disappear, okay? So now I'm here. I'm not here anymore. I've disappeared. This will be just to get some good stock footage for the video. Okay? But for the most part, I will be here because it takes us hours to do all these steps. That's just because it's a big model. It's as simple as, I think I literally have like 2 or 3 sentences dedicated to the entire what happens here, okay? So, we'll see. Let's see. You only have 15 Grey Knights left to build? Oh, heck yeah, you're going for it. I commend you on that. Space Marines scare me, and Grey Knights scare me, okay? Anything like that. Death Guard I could manage because, they can be all gross and stuff, but the prim and proper Space Marines and subsequently Grey Knights, they scare me. So I admire that. And I say, GG no re. Now let's get... What is with the frame rate here? Don't die on me, pal. Don't you die on me. Don't you die on me. Anyone get that reference? That's Dogman. We've gotten FNAF references and Asterix and Obelix. Don't know if we got any Dogman references, any Dogman ball knowers, but, I'm just putting it out there just in case. Either way, I'm going to start blending the hood, okay? If it's good enough, will you let me join the Discord? There is a toll. The good books. You see, Dogman? Okay, Dogman, okay? Now, one day I think I'll have to do a stream about the Dogman books, because you have the series of books. I think I have up until... What was the red one? I forget what the red one was. Hold on. Everyone, hold on. I'm gonna actually take a look at it. Let me take a quick gandery-goo here and see what we have. I want to see a Dogman series, and then I'll get right to painting. I need to see this, because I need to see the exact book I left off on. Wow, there's a lot more books. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, I went until I did Dogman, Dogman Unleashed, Dogman, The Tale of Two Kitties, and Cat Kid, Lord of the Fleas, and I think I ended on Brawl of the Wild. That is when I ended before I said before I went on a vendetta against one of the characters and boycotted the subsequent Dogman books. Okay? Because I hate Little Petey with every fiber of my being, and I can't stand him. And so I quit the books because I hate Little Petey more than anything on planet Earth. Now, that's a story for another time. I'm literally just going to leave it there and get to painting, because that's what the stream is, okay? So I'm going to put that out there, and I'm going to go about my day. Also, I do want to watch the Dogman movie. I do want to see that, but maybe you have news about the Search Iron Edge. Trust me, Mantini, it's my elite ball knowledge. Okay, I might do that in a little bit. I'm going to start with some blending to get us actually started here, so I'm not yapping for far too long. Lil Petey's getting curb stomped raw. Okay, yeah, he sucks. Same. Great. Thank goodness. Because for a while I thought it was just me, and I'm like, I'm weird for hating for hating Lil Petey. Well, actually, it wasn't me because me and one of my best friends, we would literally talk. I think my brother started filming us at one point, but for like 20 minutes, we were both talking about how we just hated dog Lil Petey. Love Dogman, hate Lil Petey. We don't grime and sorry, I'm looking at titles. I'm gonna not look at the titles anymore, and we're gonna go back to the usual stuff. It's like Scrappy Doo, but worse. Yeah, fair enough. Petey sucks. I ate a page with him on it because I hate him. Okay, okay, sorry, yeah. Leaf has news. The pinky finger broke off her hand and I couldn't find it, so I think I am quitting trying to paint it. Fair. Fair. Now, bad timing, sorry. What? Okay. Now, to blend all this stuff in, I am simply taking, where is it? There we go. I have various browns laid out on my desk. The reason I chose, the reason, oh, okay, we got Feather. Okay, sorry, I'm catching on the chat. It just registered to me. Okay, I'm back. I'm locked in. I'm so locked in right now, dude. A tree fell on your parents' Oh, that's not good. I just saw a photo of a tree in a driveway, but a tree fell on your parents'... Oh, shit, dude. That was a... Huh, wow. I'm sorry. That is terrible. It's nice outside now. Michigan. And there you go. My goodness gracious. Now, to blend all this, I'm thinning down some English uniform, is what I'll be doing. Hold on. Go. Focus. Thank you. English uniform, okay? Same. That's what they used in World War I. It was English uniform. They used Vallejo English uniform. That's what they dyed all of their their uniforms. Fun fact. And then the Germans called it khaki. Which, you know, it probably was khaki back then, and nowadays we've gotten a lot more definitive on the different colors. At least that's when I was listening to the Storm of Steel book by Ernst Junger. What a baller book, by the way. You have All Quiet on the Western Front, which is like war sucks. And then you have Storm of Steel, which is like war sucks, but I kind of freaking balled my way through it, dude. Crazy stuff. Inaccurate, it was khaki. Look at the color closely. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now let's see, is that thin enough? Yeah, that's thin enough for my needs. Fun fact about the reason uniforms were that color? Ooh, I love fun facts. Lay it on me. I am here for fun facts about uniforms. as we've recently all discovered together. Now, I'm basically applying this English uniform as a filter just over the entire place. The entire place here, covering absolutely everything to kind of soften the transition and just leave some small undulations. There's a reason insurance premiums increased if they're a touch. Because it was cheap and it was warm. Fair. Makes sense to me. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, as they say. And, yeah, so now the next foreseeable future of this stream is now just going to be this. So, you know, buckle up. We're in it for the long haul. We're getting through it slowly but surely. I think I'm going to try to keep up with the chat, but I do kind of have to look at what I'm doing rather than stippling and just, like, half-assing everything, because I am trying to leave dark spots dark. Castle for castles. Search Iron Nest, Sherlock. It's such ball knowledge. I don't know if I know Iron Nest. I don't think I've ever heard of Iron Nest. It also kept people employed with low-level work that women could do. Fair enough. Please. Give me a second. I'll do it for you. I will do it. Don't worry. Don't you worry. It's so peak. I believe you. I'll take your word for it. I'll get there in just... Hold on. Wait, what am I missing? Okay, yeah. It's literally just the hood we have to do. And I saw something out of the corner of my eye. I saw another thing out of the corner of my eye when I was looking to see what was in the corner of my eye the first time. I don't like that. Okay, now, let's see. And I can apply... Am I going to... finish Morty today. Yep, fun fact, he's going to be completely finished. We're going to paint up his wings as well. It's going to be crazy, dude. I don't know if anyone will be able to comprehend just how finished he's going to be. No. No, he will not be finished. Probably not for a decent little bit. Oh, dear. I don't want him to. It's fun to be with him. You know what? We've all grown. We've all kind of figured out, you know, we've kind of built up a bit of a rapport with Mortarion here, you know? He's kind of just been hanging out with us, bro. I don't know if I want to finish him, because then what? Because after he's done, then then my new arc is gonna start, and it's gonna get nuts. It's gonna get absolutely nuts, okay, as I strive for a different goal that I've come up with that I am now really excited to try on live streams. It's gonna be fun. But that is a story for another time as well. For now, we just get to admire Mortarion and appreciate him, you know, being painted. Uniform ranking stream trust. I could consider that. I could do that. That might be fun. That might be fun. That might be a fun community stream. We'll get people to send in uniforms and stuff, and I'll rank them. That might be fun. I'll rank them with my super unbiased, you know, ranking style. Because you know me, they call me the most unbiased guy for a reason now. Ball knowledge tier list. There's some ball knowledge that I don't even know. I don't know if I could make a ball knowledge tier list. It would just be my own ball knowledge tier list that other people may or may not get. Although a couple of you can't say my French. I'm sorry, I'm the Discord. Fair enough. You have a blister on the right. What? And I'll probably miss the stream, but I'm hell. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in for even just a moment. I appreciate it. All right, now his hood's looking, you know, decent. We're about to be able to call it good on the hood for now. The hood will be interesting. I might come in with a fine brush to do some fine stuff here because this is the focal point of the model. This is the head. This is what everyone's going to look at. Also, I have an idea for the eyes, for how I'm going to paint Mortarion's eyes. The box art, let me show you the box art. I have the box art. Okay. They just did like glossy white, and it's like, okay, interesting, cool. I think I think I can make his eyes a little better. Okay, I want him to have not so bright eyes because he's on a pale face and he has pale eyes, so the eyes get lost. I want a pop of color, and I saw a good reference for the color I want to go for. I'll showcase it at some point. And you're just gonna have to bear with me on it, okay? When we find it. So we'll see what happens. Hi chat, what is up, Shadow? Now let us oh yeah, you're the same, Shadow. Okay. Still a tad bit more to do here on like this final fray little thingy me bob here. Rust orange if you aren't a coward. I think orange is part of the color scheme. It's gonna be like an orange fading into a purple, a deep dark purple. Because Rust Plague. Maybe so, yeah. I vibe with the idea. Also, the frame rate on OBS says it's absolutely shite. I'm gonna hope that it's not absolutely shite on stream. Hopefully. Because now I'm scared. Now I'm spooked, to say the least. But hopefully it's okay on your guys' end. And now this, I'll go very quickly here. Not a smart fella, but a fart smell. Perhaps so. If Rust Plague maybe it looks good on stream, thank you. Conjunctivitis, yeah, possibly. Yeah, there's a ton of different options to do. Yeah, as far as the wings go, if I finish the cloak in a reasonable time, I do maybe armor panels on the wings that rusted over. That's a fun idea. I don't know if I'll do that for this particular guy, but I think that's kind of fun. Armored wings, that might be cool. Oh, dude. How cool would armored wings be, dude? Okay, I actually vibe with that hard. Probably, I do have sort of an idea of what I want to do for wings, and if I finish the cloak this stream, and we still got time, I'm gonna do some experiments with the wings, because I do kind of enjoy the way the box art does wings, if I'm being honest. I like what they did with an almost bluish hue going into an almost burnt pink looking color. So I might try to replicate something similar to that. Like Archangel from X-Men. Oh, is there already a guy out there who has armored wings? Castor has baller metal wings. Fair enough. Dude, I didn't know there were people with armored wings. That's the first time I'm hearing that concept. It sounds actually very, very cool. It's intriguing, to say the least. All right, now, I think... Did we just blend the cloak? Oh, good grief, we did. Well, that was quick. Okay. An iron nest. Yes, now I'm looking up iron nest now. As promised, I kept my promise. We're gonna see what happens. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's take a gandery go right here, real quick. So iron nest. Oh, is it the heavy turret simulator? Is it that game? I just saw that recommended to me on Steam. It looks sick. Is it this one? Yeah, I saw this title, and I love this look so much. Yes. Getting the Discord to submit my uniform into the ranking. You drive a hard bargain. Maybe so. We'll see. Yeah. Heavy turret simulator. So what the heck is... What did they do? Okay, so there's a cat. What? Wait, so what's the game about? Hold on. Wait. Everyone calm down. Iron Harvest. I've seen Iron Harvest. Okay, so what are they doing in the gameplay trailer here? Sorry, I know I am artillery. It's an artillery simulator. Oh, wait. No. You can do artillery? There's typewriters? Oh, no way, dude. No way, bro. No way. No. Wait, so you simulate shooting a massive artillery nest? What? Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Take map measurements. I can be an artillery officer? Oh, no. This is... Oh, that is... Oh, yes. Oh, I might have to give it a whirl. Okay. That might be... They had me at the type... Oh my god, you get to... Dude. Okay. Oh my god, there's different... Okay. Wow. It uses the metric system? I'm the greatest at the metric system. 10 metrics? Perfect. I just put 10 metrics into my metric to inch calculator and go about my business. Well, that's neat as all heck. Okay, yeah, but yeah, I've seen this. I didn't know that was the game, though. I saw the title card. I saw the massive freaking turret thing, and I'm like, ooh, that looks cool. But then I went about my day. That's actually sick as all heck. And now, hopefully, let's see here. This is all nice and dried now. So now begins some stippling. And this is where I'll disappear for half a second. May you join the Discord? I would... I'll continue to say, French boy, hold on, because I can't... It's been a day. I'm going to be listening, but I won't be in chat much. Fair enough. Well, I hope you can recuperate from your day, and I appreciate you being here, so thank you. We will be carrying on. Advert, damn it. Fair enough. Just as I was about to do my trade offer. Well, if French boy's still there, I would just say, hold on. We don't have to do nothing rash with the Discord and memberships and worry about that just yet, because I do plan to do a little tweaking and stuff and adding up a Patreon, and there might be a different tier. There's still stuff that I'm going to be sorting out, so just stand by, and we'll see what it all comes crescendoing down to, but for now, I just got to, for now, we just must be patient. Now, let's see. Oh, son of a gun. Stand by, stand by. Hold on. I dropped the paint on the ground. Professional, by the way. Professional. I know I have no say, but I think French Boy should join the Discord. Fair. What was he saying? I'm saying patience because there might be some different tiers and stuff and maybe some more affordable stuff eventually, possibly. I don't know. I'm figuring a bunch of stuff out. Now let's see. Okay, I'm taking a little bit of flat earth real quick here. Okay, so there's some flat earth, and I'm going to start by stippling this all over the base coat of the, should have to change his username. Perfect. Wow. We got our senior, my senior diplomat on hand here. All right. Now, I'm going to disappear because this footage, so about 26, if it's a one-time payment, I could join potentially. Well, the thing is, if you do join the membership at all, you get access to the Discord, and then you're permanently in the Discord. It's not like you have to continuously re-up. Once you're in the Discord, you're in. Unless you start saying slurs and racist stuff, then we kick you out. But I don't think you're going to be doing that. So it's not like you got to keep actively paying. No, once you pay once, you're in. So there you go. Also, you're senior diplomat. I'm just a senior. There you go. Fair enough. All right, now I'm going to disappear for a bit. Give me a second. I'm going to buy it. Fair enough. Now, hold on. Let's see. So 26 sentence answers. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to disappear now because this is going to be stock footage. So I don't know if I'll be able to put the chat in, but if you want to be on the, possibly be on the YouTube channel, say hi. If I can include the chat, that would be funny. Because right now, 27 minutes, and I'm going to have to make a mental note, is when I'm just going to get myself doing all kinds of stippling and stuff like that. So now we're just like kind of going around. This is all just stock footage for the YouTube video, so people can see, there he is stippling the flat earth. How fun. So, yeah, I mean, everywhere you go, there you are. Look at that. And so that's how fast and simple that was. So there's the clip. Clip that. Boom, we got it. Okay, now I'm back. Also, 27 minutes in. Let me, YouTube Sherlock. Perhaps we just let me the Discord for free. Now, we have a bit of a gamer here, okay? Now, hold on. Let me just make a note. 27 minutes into stream, flat earth. That way I can, when I download this footage later, I can just take a look at a note. Look at the note. Look at that beautiful thing. 27 minutes into stream, flat earth. Dang. They don't call me Sherlock Note Taker Spiner for nothing. All right, now I'll continue just pittering and pattering all over the place here. All over the cloak until we're all nice and dandy. Right as rain, good as gold, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. The milk has mold. Boom. And I'm a poet. I'll change my Discord handle. You make it sound good. You make it sound good. Now we got to try to reach into some interesting areas right here. So hold on. We're going to try to get this to be fine and avoid the chains, which I kind of failed. But, everywhere you go, there you are. All right, there's all that. Now, let's see, there is, okay, a little more to do as well. Just being sure to kind of hit everywhere roughly. Keep it in frame for the love of frame. And everywhere you go, there you are. Now I can just go absolutely ham on this guy. And I don't know if I'm going to be, if you don't have less than £2, it won't let you. Fair enough. Now, let me see. Hold on. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. I don't know. I was just gonna say in the box art, this turns into smoke. I don't know how the heck I would do a transition to smoke. I'm not the best. I don't do transitions like that. As far as the freaking going from a static cloak into smoke. So I don't know. I might try something later if I'm feeling particularly frisky. But I'm not. Paint it like it's on fire. That might be fun. I just don't know how to paint fire. I would just have to, I would be doing basically a copy of this. Huh, I guess that's actually maybe a possibility to paint it on fire might be fun. A rust plague of a guy on fire. I don't know. I don't know. I don't dislike it. Why are you getting frisky on stream? We're not frisky on stream yet. We're frisky if I start actually trying to paint a gas effect. Then you know that it's about to get crazy real quick. All right, now that's all nice and textured up. Wait, don't tell me. Wait. Whoa. That's not... Oh, that's hot glue. Okay, that's hot glue. Oh, jeez, I almost panicked. Shit's about to get real. Yeah. If we go to paint the gas effects, and Mortarion is starting to come off of his stand here, so everywhere you go, there you are. Now, I'm going to stipple on the insides here of the cloak. I actually already painted the outside of this, but I kind of forgot about the inside. Whoopsies, to say the least. Now, that is looking mighty fine. We're looking okay as far as that whole front goes. So just start with yellow, then do orange, then red, then gray speed paints. Just glaze them. Looks fine, I guess. Better than my old trick of snipping off any fire. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I don't dislike that idea at all. Okay, now this is not the most opaque, but I mean it's doing its job fine enough. And then there's anywhere else that I may have missed. Let the people decide. Maybe so. We'll see. Let's see here. All right, now I got a decent texture going. And now I'll begin on the next color. And we'll see about all of that bit of business, okay? Now, let me just... Let's see, the next color will be Tan Earth, okay? So next up, we're pulling up Tan Earth. How fun. It's in my upbringing from the UK, fair enough. Fair enough. The only reason I'm hesitant to do so is I don't want to show any favoritism to people. The first people that got into the Discord server was kind of before the membership stuff started, and it was really because of Cheapy who got it started. But I let some OGs in who have been here since, like, Instagram days. So that was a bit from them, and then I didn't want to show... that was like my thank you for them kind of supporting me early on before there was any dedicated anything. And then we went to... memberships and stuff, and I kind of want to keep it there for now. Maybe stuff will change in the future. Probably not, but I do just want to. I don't want to show favoritism nowadays, just so there's no weirdness in the in the future. Oh, you gotta go, Feather. Well, Feather, thanks for tuning in. Get well soon. Heal up. Be careful. Rifles are nuts when you you know, if you throw them up and, you know, have them hit you. Would that work? I mean, no, but I appreciate the thought. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to disappear. We're doing more stippling. Okay, so if you missed your chance to be clipped in the last one, here we go. So say hi to YouTube again, because this will be the next stock clip of just doing Tan Earth. So here it goes. We're doing a little more stippling action, kind of being a little more careful and fine with it. It's all looking good. So we're getting just a little teensy bit focused more on the edges. Mossy, you're clever. You're clever, and now no one's getting there. Look at that schmexy stipple. We're trying. We're trying to get something half decent. And now that is what I would consider a clip. We just clipped that, chat. Look at that. We nailed it. We nailed it. Looks at that awesome stipple. There you go. Now I'm back. I'm back. Boom. We're back, and we are better than ever. Let me move that. There we go. Okay, now we're gaming. Next up, we gotta get, like, in here and somehow avoid a whole kind of mess as well. There we go. Also trying to, like, avoid the chainmail as good as I can. The stream is breaking holy. Oh no, is it bad? If it's ever terrible, let me know and I'll try to fix it. Although I'll be honest, not sure about bandwidth and I don't know what makes a stream tick. I just know there's something and then there's something else and then something usually happens. Hopefully I'm still streaming and it's not all completely disintegrated into the ether. It's really bad. Oh shoot. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, fine on Fire Ant's end. Yep, fair. Stream is fine. I kind of figured. That's why I continued on. Terrible. Just got crappy internet. Yeah. The internet has been dying recently over here, and so I'm gonna kind of hope that it can hold out. But we're kind of at the mercy of internet. Working for you. Okay, fair enough. We'll see, we'll see what happens. We'll see where we go with it. All right. Oh, we got Sinisty. Sinisty is back and better than ever. It is happening. It is here and now. All right, now then let's see. Okay, we still got some texture that we need to try to get in here. There we go. I'm just going to do that and then call that good. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. Now, gonna get a little bit on the inside here. Maybe go a little for the edges there. Now, I'm gonna try to keep it in frame as best I can, but we are just at some interesting angles, so it might be a bit of a challenge. So bear with it. We're gonna try to make it fine. All right, and now for the hood. I want to kind of be careful and cognizant with the hood because this is the moneymaker. This is the face, dude. This is what people will say, and they'll go, "Dang, that's Mortarion," or they'll look at it and they'll go, "That's Mortarion," and we don't want that. That's suboptimal to say the least. All right, now that looks decent enough. You get a little texture on yonder, a little texture in here. Might have to come in with a little more hot glue at some point to just kind of finish down, kind of restake this guy down. He's kind of fallen off. You know, what I'll do is I'm actually going to plug in my hot glue gun, which thankfully was not running all night. Thank goodness. Let me plug it in real quick. Nobody panic. I'm a trained professional. Practice fire safety, blah, 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 blah. I'm just using super glue. Let's just say that. And super glue is fun. All right, now some more stuff. You have returned. Dude, he just keeps coming back, bro. It's crazy. Like Voldemort and the Horcruxes, bro. We can't. No one will ever kill this man. He always comes back. He always does. He'll come back. He always does, dude. Now, usually there's a beat drop. And then it goes bam ba down, 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 bam. Now we're almost all textured up here. Is Feather and Feywild confirmed William Afton? Did we just discover that this stream? We might have. I'm still confused myself on the entire the entire feat. Is Mini even a fair name for it? I know this guy is huge. It's quite a. This is one of the chunkier figures This is the chunkiest figure I've ever painted, actually, if I'm being dead honest. It's a big. Primarchs are big. They're pretty hefty guys. Fun fact. All right, now let's see. Okay, there is stuff I missed. Thank goodness. I almost just started moving on. Is the hat still on the Titan? No, the hat died. The hat is gone. R.I.P. Never to be seen again. It is just a memory. All right. Feather, how many Chuck E. Cheeses have you been to by yourself? Me 22. Am I gonna do a wash on the bronze? Yes. Yes, I'm doing a wash on the white armor and the bronze. It's gonna be the same wash, but it's the last step to be done. So we just kind of it's gotta stay looking ugly for a long time. But eventually we will get it looking good. Now, let's see. Yeah, I'm working here now. Get some nice texture build up right over here. Hold on. There we go. I'm loving this brush. And we'll see where it gets us here. All right. Is it... You're scared of subscriptions? Scared, fair enough. I think you could do... I don't know if you can do a one-time subscription. Does Warhammer have a good video on this guy? He seems super nutty. No, but they've tried to get me out. They tried to silence me. They've given it a good whirl. All right, now let's see. Okay, now I think we did that. Let me just double check and make sure we're all good and golden there. Okay. Sherlock, can I... West Ham. Oh, that's funny. He's a dude. Oh, that's kind of funny. Funny stuff. Didn't know that. I'm learning. Wait, Mossy, what the heck did you add? Can you be a mod? No. No, you cannot, but I appreciate the thought. I know I couldn't. Some chill like that with the lead ball knowledge. Look, I appreciate the enthusiasm. But I gotta stick to my I gotta stick to my guns with the membership. And eventually Patreon when I get that up, which someone checked and apparently it is not up yet. I need to actually hit publish, which I have failed to do. And I think the hot glue gun is all heated up now. It is, so I'm gonna stick Mortarion, re-stick him for like the upteenth time back onto the makeshift painting handle. Is all the armor going to be green? It's gonna stay white, but I'm gonna do a there is gonna be a wash on it. A wash, one wash to rule them all. A streaking grime, to be precise. Alright, now the hot glue's there. My hot glue gun almost fell off onto my lap, but it didn't. Like as a man of principles and horse girls. Well, that's an interesting way to put it. You forgot. I mean, it's all true. There's just one key part you forgot. Alright, now that he's nice and stuck back on there. Also, the makeshift painting handle was kind of funny to make for Mortarion. I had to just take popsicle sticks. This isn't like a Plague Marine. You just stick them on there. No, Mortarion has 3 points of contact, so I had to create like basically a custom thing to hold them on, which is kind of funny. Sherlock, how's Mossy's fam? Oh yeah, they died a long time ago. R.I.P. Obviously, we're not making light of that situation. Sherlock, I love Charles' entertainment cheese. I have animatronic autism. Fair enough. Fair enough. I have animatronic autism as well, except it's the fictional ones. It's the it's the Freddy Fazbear's ones. Ooh, that would be one day I should. Okay, sorry. I just thought it might be one day I may. Oh my God, hold on. We gotta clip this. Wait, a Heldrick. Oh, a Heldrick would be perfect for Rusted Wings. Okay. Now hold on. We're gonna disappear again. We're gonna do the Dark Sand now. Stippling job. And the Dark Sand I like to... You just got the Tisn't fair. Dark Sand is just going to be stippled, mainly focusing on prominent areas and even some edges. Like I might scratch some edges like that, give us some fun, interesting little visual appearances like that. And this will just add a pop of a super light color now, which will just be absolute perfection. And it will look mighty decent, if I do say so myself. We're going to keep going just a little more on there. Just get a little bit so everyone can see. So we can let YouTube know. We can tell the the audience what the stream is all about. What they're missing out on. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Okay. I'm back. Sherlock gone? Where is he? He disappeared forever. Oh shit, I'm back. Plot armor. Barry, welcome back. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. All right, now time to just kind of spam some of this stippling here. They moved sweet cornstarch into the kids' menu. Fair enough. You know, gotta do what you gotta do. You know, war, they say war is hell is what they say. All right, now that is looking mighty decent. And how do we look, boxed berries real? I know. I know. War never changes. Yeah. Nothing but wisdom from this guy here. All right, now I'm gonna also hit kind of where this might turn to fire. I kind of like the idea of turning this into fire, but I'm gonna paint this like a cloak until then. If I work up the courage, I'll do it. Ooh, what if we? I would. The ideas are flowing. That is what that's a short circuit in the idea department is what that is, because I had so many different ideas for what the flame should be in one fell swoop. I almost died, but it's fine. We're good. We're built different. We're special. Dyslexic. Just with the chat being sore today. We got some people putting in some physical effort this today. It is interesting, Leaf, now that you mention it. Yes, and so should probably add a little, maybe a tad bit of texture onto here as well. Onto his little freaking kilt or whatever. Let's see. Everywhere you go, there you are. A little more texture will be built up over here now. Maybe try to make this look especially kind of scratched up here. If I became a mod, I could be a mod that would be cool. Cool. Boardberry went on their training arc. Okay, sick. They're back better than ever now. Let's go. It's the last day before school starts. R.I.P. It is because the 14th isn't. Yeah. You think Mossy won't be a mod. Okay, that was a very won't let me pay about Sherlock. I tried. Is it not letting everyone pay? Is that what they're doing? Are we hold on, I want to see if there's a specific if there's a specific setting going on where it's like you can't earn. I'm like, what? Why? Hold on, let me look at monetization. Hold on. Okay, well, it all looks fine. Fair enough. Don't matter. Hold on, let me pull that back up. Okay, we're almost done stippling the heck out of this guy. Now, for the hood, I'm going to try to make some lines on the hood as well for some uber freaking angsty lines. So many new people. Yes, a lot has happened. A lot has happened. Was it going pay to mod? Dude, actually, that is funny stuff. Pay to mod might be fun. To let me in, I believe in people's kindness. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, now that was a rather large hit as far as the texture goes, but you know what? I'm gonna roll with it. I'm not even gonna. I'm not backing down from my claim there. All right, perfectly done. Okay, now we can do the fun and wash this all together. So we can unify it now. No, we can't. Good Lord, I freaking. The thing with doing large models is I will even though I noticed this, that I missed a little spot between the chains, there's still something that I did miss somewhere that I will never see. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that right. My goodness gracious. I'm just going to, oh my God. Okay, there's a lot happening. Now, hopefully we got close enough to everywhere. We'll give it a whirl. Okay? We'll give it... Sherlock is... French. Sherlock is flawed, apparently. Look, he won me over yesterday with some... He didn't... You know what? I have to... He has the ball knowledge, okay? He actually does, okay? So I will actually have to stand by him. Because he made some killer references that I thought not possible. that I never would have suspected in a million years, okay? So I do have to defend him on that. I really do. Explain myself? I mean, where do we... This dude knew who Asterix and Obelix was, okay? He mentioned it. I never said anything about Asterix and Obelix. He just said, do you know Asterix and Obelix? And then I basically just got whiplashed into a freaking... We went down a spiel. Yeah. And the uniforms. Yeah, and the uniforms. We went down an entire freaking... A lot happened, to say the least. A lot happened. Now, let's see. You know it too, yeah. I bet you do, yeah, that's cool. Now, time to unify it all with a wash. Okay, this will be interesting. For, you know, because right now, looking at it, it kind of just looks like somebody sharded cookie dough freaking ice cream, okay? That's what it looks like. I hate to say it. I hate to be that guy, but that's the case. Now it's time for a unifying wash all over this thing. So I'm going to take out... We're gonna smoke the heck out of Mortarion here, okay? It was very romantic to witness. No. It was cool. It was the boys, dude. It was the boys knowing ball knowledge, dude. Trust. No, we're gonna smoke the crap out of Mortarion utilizing smoke. Funny. Yeah. Asterix and Obelix is the only reason I know where Gaul... Asterix and Obelix is the reason I can point out Gaul on a map. Don't know where freaking England is, but I know where Gaul is. Water found in ocean. Yeah. Okay. Now to absolutely thin the heck out of the smoke, because we don't want an intense reaction here. We want a nice, fairly soft... combination and thinness and almost a filter of our wash. Does that sound nice and fancy enough? I hope it makes me sound fancier than the whole situation is. Okay? Now let's take a gander at what we're doing here. See? That's kind of what we're after. So look at the thumb now. That's a little too much of a filter, but if we go on here, see how fine that is? See the fine motion we've created there compared to the darker stuff here? This just looks like you spilled some root beer onto your thumb. This looks like your finger was in a spot it shouldn't have been. That's where we're at, okay? So everywhere you go, there you are. Now, this should just poo. I know. Now, let's unify. Let's unify stuff. I'm going to get a little unification done, and then I'm going to disappear for the, my God, for the next segment of the video, where I will disappear from the face cam because we discovered the stippling and this whole filter frickin' technique just yesterday. I haven't had time to film it for the video that's going to be about Mortarion ultimately. And now, Unified will let me in, guys. He has to if we unite. You know, a bunch of peer pressure, that's what got the 14th started. Will it happen again? It won't. But, you know, might be worth a shot. All right, now, let's see. We are at the point where it is time for me to disappear, and we're 53 minutes into this one. Now, stand by. We're going to just the painting. So, everyone, if you want to, I don't know if I'll be... I don't know where the chat shows up when I go to download this thing. I don't think it'll even exist. But the chat might exist, so if you want to say hi to YouTube right now, just say hi YouTube or something then you'll be in the video. You'll be in forever. Oh, I disappeared, dude. Because right now we're going to be painting this guy. And everywhere you go, there you are. Because this is the unifying wash that will unify the colors and that will make everything all fine and dandy. We'll have a good old time. And it will be fine. Now, that is too fine. There we go. Thicken it up a hair. Just a hair, I say. There we go. Someone say bad words. Yeah, that's, you know, I try to, I put it out with good intention, then we see what happens from there. You know, it's an experiment at the end of the day, and it's, you know, it's fun. We're learning. There's takeaways from all that. Now... that is good enough for the clip. Okay, so let me go to the webcam and let me just pull up the notes and make a note because we got that done. Let's see, we're like 55 minutes into the recording, so let me go. We're gonna go 55 minutes into the recording. Okay, hold on. We're making notes. You're seeing me YouTube live. Okay, so we are 55 mins unifying coat. Okay, I'll do that with a coat, and then we're good. Okay, good to go. Good to go. So now I know everywhere between 27 minutes into the stream and 55 minutes is all I care about as far as the filming goes. Okay, so it'll be a-okay now. It will be fine. Bad words, my favorite words. The one guy who invented Kinda Master, crafted Plague Marine was here or something. Don't know where he went. He disappeared, maybe even forever. Who knows? Now let us see the situation down here. We have to go to a cloak down under where piss streams flow and men chunder. Ooh, that would be... Ooh, I would almost want to do a yellow... If we were going into the just Mortarion's freaking a gross person vibe, might be funny to do piss and poop stains on his cloak. Except I am trying to go for a somewhat very horrifying look at the end of the day. So I think I'll just avoid that for now. But it might be fun to do someday. How to get cannibalistic. Cool. You go. You go, girl. And Earthworm Jim, thank you so much for the for the £1 donation. So French now. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Wait, did that just happen? Holy. Okay, first off, Earthworm Jim, thank you. Let me, guys. I just gave myself a mini heart attack. Okay, I just gave myself a mini heart attack. Did that really just happen? I gotta. Did that? Wait. Hold on. Where the heck was that? Because that did actually. Okay. So you may have noticed. Yes, I have Waluigi and Gru here. It's just a random 1 hour of silence interrupted by... Oh, it's the Hell's Kitchen dramatic sound effect that I have going on. Okay. This image has been normal for the 18 minutes I've had it playing, although I've had it paused for a while. I pressed play again on it a bit ago. And out of the corner of my eye while I was painting, just watch what happens, okay? Out of nowhere, it flipped into the demonic blown out image. And that just scared the shit out of me, dude. Oh my God, I just had a mini heart attack watching Gru Waluigi turn into a frickin' a demon. So that was kind of the scariest thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. You gonna do it again? See? It still unsettles me. Doesn't matter. Back to painting. Sorry, we're so back. Yes, we're unifying stuff. Lock in. Okay. But aside, my schizophrenia aside, that was an interesting bit of information there, wasn't it? Sherlock needs to be studied. Maybe so. I ain't donating my body to science, so you'll have to pry it out of my cold dead hands. All right, now let's see. I got to try to unify and actually like hit every point here, and there's a whole bunch of waves happening. It's all kinds of annoying. My goodness. Ugh. But Earthworm Jim, thank you again for the £1 donation. You just did that, and then that happened in the corner of my eyes, and it scared the you know. I shivered in me timbers for sure. Let's see. Et tu, Brutus. Okay, cool. We just learned that Brutus and then Gaius something he was in with Judas Iscariot being chewed up by Lucifer. We learned that yesterday, right? We have some ball knowers of Dante's Inferno. Okay? And everywhere you go, there you are. This is why the community we're making is probably, dare I say, the best community out there. All right, now that's all nice and unified. Looking good. And Miku, we did learn Miku. We learned so much, I'll never be able to remember all of it. Now, I have a paper on that bug. Oh, fair enough. And leaves. Oh my god, we learned about, like, freaking golden oak leaves and stuff, and prosperity, and freaking wow. Yeah, we cover a lot of ground in some of these streams. I would have to, like, we do some crazy shenanigans here, dude. We're going for it sometimes. I'm impressed. They were the last words of Caesar after he got betrayed. Oh yes, they're on the Caesar's own salad dressing that I had for years before I didn't have it anymore. All right, let us go. Unify. We're unifying his hood now, okay? He's you know, he's going through his hood wearing phase. I know I did when I was a young lad. I thought it was the coolest shit ever, and now I look back on it and I want to punch past me very hard in the balls for being kind of retarded. But, you know, we all go through the phase at some point in our lives, so we just kind of got to accept that and move on. But Mortarion's just here. How long has Mortarion been in the hood? Or his cowl even. I don't know. Does he call it a hood? Does he call it a cowl? Does he try to make it sound cooler than just a rag that he threw over himself? I don't know. I don't know. Now, although I will say, I like what we've created with this, with some of this stuff here. The fabric. My god, it's beautiful. I love it so much. Frickin' we nailed it. We kind of nailed it. Which, yeah. Yeah, maybe so. Who knows? Sometimes it hits me. What? Okay. Fair enough. All right, now. There we go. Okay, now we're almost done unifying this part, and then we'll be kind of just done here. And it would be neat. Not taken by eBay seller fees. Ah. Fair enough. Well, at least you tried. Okay. Now, we just have this kind of lower side here to get done and dusted. Alrighty, and now I gotta, like, you can't see it, but I am, like, doing a crazy bit all the way inside of the frickin', basically on his armpit, essentially. And now, let's see, did we kind of hit everywhere? Oh my gosh, I'm completely missed part of the dark sand texturing here. Hold on, let me re-up on that. Just doop, 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 doop. Make sense? Are you following along? Is this riveting stuff? Good, perfect. But you're a seller on eBay? Sick. I couldn't sell my stuff. I'm too much of a hoarder. But it might be fun, though, to do in the future. What might be a fun video is painting an entire 2,000-point army and seeing what it would sell for. Just as an experiment. I don't know if I could part with... I struggle to part with anything I paint. So I don't know if I could do that. Alright, now kind of just hit this last bit of area under here. And then we'll be good. There are fees I didn't pay. The last bit of my money got taken, so I can no longer afford it. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Alright, now hit you there. And now you're looking mighty snazzy. And we do have some spots way up in the back here we gotta get. There's that. Okay. And now I think we've officially like got everything, and now we're okay, aside from the freaking cape here. Mossy is like, welcome. You became a member, Mossy? Oh my god. Guess what? Hey, guess what? Oh, I'll take a guess. You just became a Trenchborn Legionnaire. Dude, thank you so much, Mossy. My god. Wrong? Wrong? Huh? Any less than what you value your time. Yeah, fair enough. Wow. That is kind of you, Mossy. Thank you. Wow, that's a that's very kind of you. That's very cool. Thank you, Mossy. And to celebrate, we're gonna finish blending this dude together, and then I think we're gonna start on some shenanigans. We're gonna do some mad experiments. Mossy, you can do custom emojis now. I forget the emojis that I put on. No, I'm currently up to date on all this stuff. It's my job, trust me. Okay, now we got all that. He's got the cheapy emoji, sick. All right. Now that's all painted there, and that looks fine. I think we might have done it, ladies and gentlemen. Is all this painted? It might very well be. You're superior now. There you go. There you go. All right, now gotta peel your boiled eggs. Oh, fair enough. I will wish you luck in peeling your boiled eggs. Now, let me take a last look at this guy. I think I want a little more texture built up in some shadowy areas that I can't reach with the Stippler Machine 5000. So I am going to just add some random textures there. Do a little bit of that. Try to kind of flay and fray this all out. Then touch it a couple times onto there. And then I'm going to get the dark sand, remove half of it, and do a bunch of tiny little dots right on the inside there. And you guys can kind of see it. Not really. And then once that's there, I will take the smoke again and go about it. The Discord. French were banded just accordingly. Ah, good to know that the member is power tripping already. Wonderful. This is the I only joined because I like the green username. Fair. Paid to spite the French. Not only did he pay to spite the French, he paid to be green like Sprite. So, I mean, what does that say? I don't know. No, you must endure. The Grey Knight's bin is growing. Okay, hold on. Let's take a look at our community member who's Grey Knight. Oh my gosh. This is Fire Ant in the Discord. And my goodness. And now there's now there's tall ones. Oh dear. This is quite the, oh god, yeah. I respect what you're doing because looking at that gives me anxiety, dude. The Grey Knight's bin is growing. That is crazy. Incredible stuff. Now, did we just do it on the cloak front? I did it? We'll see. You figured it. Thank you, Shiba Bun, for $5 dues. 2,000 point. That's crazy. Shiba Bun, you are awesome. Thank you. Oh, that might be a fun gaming stream, Shiba Bun, if we played Peak. Me and Shiba Bun were playing Ascent 8 because Peak got a new update, and we made it all the way to the. Oh my God, what was it called? Was it the Grove? I forget what it was called. Or the Gloom. The Gloom, I think it was called. We made it all the way up there on Ascent 8, so, you know, we still got it. I haven't played since December... Gloom, thank you, yeah. I haven't played since December 6th, by the way. We haven't played in months. And then, but we're kind of gaming now, okay? As far as first time in a while goes, okay? So I am going to ride that high as long as possible. But thank you, Shiba Bun. That's very awesome and very kind of you. Does it count towards the fun? I don't think so. This is an important question. It is important, and it is answered. The Citadel hurt me. We didn't make it to the, Citadel. We died in the graveyard, to a big marshmallow-looking ghost guy, which scared us, to say the least. It was a tad on the spookier side, for sure. Now, I hopefully didn't break. Okay, I didn't break them. We're good. I think, now that we've gotten all this done, we still got 51 minutes of stream, which means we can start doing some shenanigans. This will be fun. And now, although I guess technically, I should do these so I don't forget them, and while we have everything everything here. These guys wear little cloaks as well. Now, I was wondering, do I want to do them the same as Mortarion or have them be their own color? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to have them be their own color. I am done painting the cloak. I've painted enough of this cloak to last me a lifetime. Also, another thing I think I might do real quick is actually add a little more texture here. We're a little lacking in there, so hold on. Let me add a little something. Let me just do a little. That's a little too much texture. My God. Okay. Let me just wipe the whole thing off real quick, utilizing the finger. The whooshy. I gave the paint the whooshy finger hold treatment. Those who know, and then I'll give it my actual whooshy finger hold. And now we can go back to texturing this. I want this to have a little more pop and pizzazz back here. I know it's dark, but just at least specifically here. And then it will be fine, and I'll accept it, okay? I think it'll be fine. I guess I'm making an army to fight yours. What? What happened? But he didn't say skadoosh. That is true. That is true. I did kind of forget the main point of the whooshy pinky, the whooshy finger hold, didn't I? Thank you for correcting me. Thanks for keeping me honest about it. So, Fire Ant, now you're making an army against me? What happened? What did I miss? You're Macedonian boy now. You are human now. Can you join? Maybe so. We'll see. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna wash this up. And see how this looks. Very thin wash as to keep some of this texture here. And I'm just gonna go everything very slightly. We would keep them dark so they don't take away from Mort. Fair. The cloaks on these little suckers, I'm thinking of doing maybe a dark green cloak and maybe a dark purple cloak or something like that. Something where if you look, it's like, oh, there's color, but not so much of a, but just not the same cloak as that guy, because I feel like it's like, oh, how did he get hit? I don't know. Back to 4.5. There's all kinds of shenanigans happening. So let's see. Maybe. Also, why does this move? It don't. No. Okay, we're good. Wait. No, there's something. Oh, there it is. Okay, another piece came off. Is my hot glue gun still plugged in? Oh, Jesus Christ, it is. That's not the best. It's convenient, and thankfully I had it drooping into a dedicated hot glue drooper. But yeah, that could have been suboptimal, to say the least. Let me put a hair more hot glue under the Mort Man right quick. There we go. Now he's done there. I'm going to try to avoid my fingers. And now we should be good. And I kind of got, look, memes. Okay, fair enough. Sherlock, if you were sent to Pride Flag, would you hang it up? No. Great question, though. Okay, I did hot glue my my finger together, but, you know, everywhere you go, there you are. Now, we're all good to go here. Perfect. I mean, and I will guide you, I swear on my honor, as Lord Coconut. Now you're Lord Coconut. You're pulling out all the stops, and you know, I respect it. I really respect it, dude. I really do. But I gotta stay on my promise. My promise to the people. Now let's see here. Okay, I like the little bit of texture we added. Just a little something. I just like it's a little something different, okay? Now to start on the cloaks, I'm going to do this guy. I'm going to make this guy a little purple. I'm going to do him purple. A little purple color. Actually, no, I want the rear guy to be purple. This guy's going to be red. Sort of red, like the red I'm going to try to go for. Hold on. Oh, God, okay. Stand by. I hope you didn't hear the crash in the distance. Totally fine, totally fine. I'm going to try to do, pardon me, a similar red to his little front cape there. A kilt? I don't frickin' know. But I'm going to do that on this guy here. And how are we going to do that? Well, I'm going to make it up as I go along because that's how I have my most fun. So let me grab a couple specific paints. Hold on. Let's see. We have this. Is this the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, we have this one. This. and this. And we'll be good. And we'll be good to go. Space Marine 2 is a good investment. Fair enough, fair enough. I've also heard stock is a good investment. But I just heard that through the grapevine. Now, I got 3 colors that I'm going to be attempting here to paint a fancy-ish red cloak with, okay? I have black red. Red. Oh, shit. And I have flat red. Whoa. Okay. It just got a little crazy, okay? We got 3 different reds to keep track of. Will we do it? I don't know. Hopefully. But we're going to give it a whirl. I am going to first base coat the little dude's cloak with some with some black red. And see what the heck we can get here, okay? 7 people haven't liked. I know who they are, and I can find them. Cool. Well, dude, you can't even... I don't want to dog a new member, but dude, I've given you my area code, and you still haven't found me, my friend. Anywho, now, time for some base coating here with some black red. Let me try to get this guy in frame. There we go. Hey, that's not too terrible, huh? Who says I haven't? You know, fair. Fair. I guess if you did, would you tell me? I guess that's the question. Painting, sorry, the camera angle is going to be a little interesting on this fellow. Also, it's kind of challenging to see against a black background. Is a white background better? Well, you know, we're going to have to put in the work here. You leaving for real? Have a good rest of the stream. Good luck with your red. Thank you, Fire Ant. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck on your gray nights. That is... I think that'll be awesome once it's all completed. You're in for the long haul, and that is very respectable. You're remotivated? Good. Good. That's exactly that was... yeah, perfect. Okay. Yep, that'll teach me. You know, probably should have just left that alone, but I didn't. And so, yeah. So, Sherlock address stream very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. It'll be a good one. Wait, is that what... Mossy, is that what the 14th is going to be? It's going to be my address in the memes now? That'd be kind of funny. It'll be my exact freaking location. It'll be a freaking live stream of the camera of the McDonald's I frequent. All right. Also, I'm not necessarily dry brushing, but I'm avoiding some of the darker spots of the cloak here to kind of keep some shadows up on the red. Which is, I hope you can kind of see it. I know we gotta do... That would be a meme. Yeah, fair enough. I'll try to brighten it up a little bit. Hopefully the frame rate doesn't drop too bad. Doesn't look like it's dropping. That is kind of funny. Get dogs, hello. Yeah, I know, right? Fair enough. Okay. Sorry, I just saw the meme you posted, Sinisty. I didn't look, but this is the French girl just enjoy stream. There's the Discord in about like 5 words. 5.002 words. That is kind of funny stuff. That is for real. Dude, they kind of hit it on the head with that one. Okay, now we got more stuff to hit with this freaking guy. Hold on. What's being offered to me? Like, I will pay you in more ball knowledge. I have one last lifeline ball knowledge wise. Dude, you know, the thing is, I appreciate the amount of effort. Shows how much you care. It truly does. I still can't back down. I got to do my final say on it. But you know what? Your spirit is admirable. To quote the video game character I have as a iPhone cover case. That is kind of funny how I just pulled that out of nowhere from almost 10 years ago now. Not almost 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 6 years ago, 9 years ago, 7 years ago. It was 7 years ago. I remembered. No, I'm good. Now, I'm keeping some of the super dark brown contrast paint I use because I think this will actually help us establish shadows and stuff like that. And so now what we're going to do, we're going to do some fun shenanigans here. Painting this guy is such a... Barry, I'm going to move past you, okay? But just think about what you did. Just consider it, is all I'll say, okay? Now, next up is we're highlighting stuff. This is going to be interesting. Savings account will be open, fair enough. Look, we all got to open our savings account for something, okay? So yeah, if it's a Patreon, go for it. But ultimately, it's your money. So if you can't afford it, don't worry about it. We have fun here on stream. There's no pressure. Please don't feel pressure. I swear to God, that would be unfortunate. Now, next red we're going to be using. What on red's green earth? Okay. Is red. Riveting stuff, I know. Almost just exploded a paint capsule on stream, but we didn't, so it's fine. I feel pressured. Well, then relieve the pressure. If you feel pressure, that's good. That means they're stopping the bleed. There you go. All right. Okay, we got our normal red now. I'm going to try to do maybe some edge highlighting or whatever shenanigans, and I'm going to do it quickly. Also, what is my work schedule like? Pressure turn into a diamond then. Remember, pressure forms diamonds. So are you saying I should... My work schedule. I work, then I do a little more work, and then I skedaddle off to do some work, and then once I get back, I continue my work. And then once I'm done with that, I continue the real work, which is trying to grind a 9-star UMA, which I just recently did, and I got 9 stamina stars, which is a feat. Took me the better part of several days, but I did it. And so now I can get Biwahea Hide up to the freaking tip top of the freaking leaderboards, dude. But anywho. Ooh, I'm kind of vibing with this little red stuff. It's looking nice and dark and stuff. It'll be fun. When will you open it? That's a good question. It'll be in the next little bit. It'll probably coincide with the Mortarion video, because I'll probably actually announce it in the Mortarion video. And it'll be good to go. Can guide you in peak. Lord Coconut will allow this. Cool. And does this mean you're the Lord of Coconut Mall from the hit game Mario Kart Wii? Now, do we agree the Wii is good? This is I just have a question. I just have a question. Do we agree that the Wii is good? Goated even. Not the Wii U, just the Wii. Boxberry, you gotta bounce. Well, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you joining. And get well soon. Way to survive band camp. Say my Steam name on here, but I don't want to get in trouble. What? Wii and the disc for the game. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. So it looks like we agree better than the PS5. Obviously, that's not even a debate. I don't think I've ever... I might have seen a PS5 like once or twice. No, I've never seen a PS5 in my life. I might have seen a PlayStation once, but I've never got it. Was decent. GameCube was the best. Okay, fair. I was just gonna mention that I believe... What the heck do the French say for yes? Don't they say oui? What do we think of the Wii now, ladies and gentlemen? The ball's in your court. Do what you will with it. And I'll just leave that out there. OE. There you go. Now I'm going to do a little more highlighting on this dude's, like, freaking baby cape or whatever the heck he has here. And try to keep it in frame. I am not dissatisfied with how this is turning out. I'm actually kind of vibing with it, dude. Range you work at, has anyone ever shot 50 cal? Not that I am aware of. Not that I'm aware of. I also don't check the emails. I kind of just show up and go about my day. And hope for the best. People have shot some Call of Duty guns, like the Intervention. We've had an Intervention up there. All kinds of fun stuff. But yeah, if there was 50 cal incident, I wouldn't know. Want to know the French for seal? Like the animal? Sorry, what? Sorry. Someone's talking. Someone has a... Oh, dude, Sinisty has a whole console collection. Very cool, very cool. Ah, wow, that actually looks decent. Okay, so 50 cal is allowed. It's not allowed, but, you know, some people do agree with the notion that rules are meant to be broken. But it is not allowed. But people break the rules all the time, and then they subsequently get absolutely annihilated. All right. Now I'm enjoying how this red is looking. You lie? Oh, interesting, interesting. Do you have the right range then, huh? Huh? Perhaps not, perhaps so. You said range 54, they allow up to a 50 cal? I don't know. I don't think I said they can't shoot a 50 cal. I'm gonna now highlight this guy with, You've joined the Cult of the Green... When did you join the Cult of the Green Name? What? I didn't get a notification. How did you do that, Earthworm Jim? What? You just secretly did that? What on God's green earth is going on? I'm so confused. Huh? That's incredible, thank you, but wait, what? How? I am... My interest is piqued. How did you do that? Stealth? I guess so. I guess it was stealth. That is very interesting. Okay. Because I'm him. True. Very true. Very true. Sherlock, you're so vague. Yeah. Yeah, that's the... That helps when you're in this business, my friend. Now... I'm going to take some flat red, which is not orange as far as the color looks, but it is flat red. I'm going to gently highlight some of the cloak here. Although I'm kind of vibing with it now, I'm just going to do some very fine stuff. We're going to do some fine motion. That's bald knowledge. No one would understand, but, you know. Doesn't allow 50 hay. And rifles up to a 50 BMG. Sorry, we just have a guy still trying to... Nope, I disappeared. Don't disappear me. Oh, yeah, this guy over here. Oh, yeah, look at this guy. Look at this guy looking at the range 54. I don't know what range this is. I have no idea what it is. Also, please tell me that yellow isn't low power mode. That doesn't look like an Apple. That doesn't look like an iPhone. Who... Is that me? Whoa. That's crazy. Okay, sorry. I'll go back to painting, but that was kind of a crazy thing. Got a 3 donation to Nicole to get me in. You know, maybe one day. Probably not, but maybe. I'll leave out the hope bait. I'll leave out the you know, I'll leave the hope out there. Now I'm going to do some fine highlights here. Just on the tips. That's an iPhone? Really? Really? Oh, that's a... Okay, you know what? It probably is. That's a new iPhone. My iPhone's a little on the older side of the barn. Also, the highlighting here, I'm vibing with it very much so. We got Mr. Yeah, Mossy with his new and improved stuff. Look at this dude, huh? My iPhone is 8 years old. What model is it? That is my question unto you. Tell me that, and then I'll be the judge of it. I will judge it fairly. It's because I didn't pay to become a member. What? You didn't pay to become a member? Did you? Wait, hold on. They had a like This was Patreon. I don't know if this was YouTube, but the Patreon had a have people try out memberships, and I'm like, what? What? Does YouTube do that? How can I learn this power? Yeah, I know what that. Okay, so we got Earthworm Jim, who's now, you know, breaking the laws of YouTube, I suppose. Bro, or a farm to get member. I guess he did. I can't even be mad. Because, I mean, he's just been known to do stuff like this. It's crazy work. Do a little edge highlighting on some corners here. And then call that a day. I have YouTube Premium. The first month of membership's free. Oh my goodness gracious, you sly dog. What an absolute, what genius. That is genius. You don't know what iPhone, it was the second hand. They just said 2018. Now that would be old. Probably older than mine, I think. But you got all the modern stuff. How do you have all the modern? Mine's not modern like that, is it? Yeah, I don't think so. Hold on. Wait, the listing on eBay was iPhone 18 working? Wait. So it's either the iPhone 18 or it's an iPhone like 6 from 2018. Broad spectrum here, Mossy. Which one is it? But does only get tier 3, get a shout out at the end of a video. Everyone gets mentioned at the end of the video, but I do a personalized, like I actually voice and I say special thank you to this guy. But everyone's name gets mentioned in the video, Cnisty. But the top tier gets the special shout out, in which I call them by name and I say, hey, by name. They're supporting, and then I say thank you. I have the iPhone 15. Mr. Moneybags over here. My goodness gracious. This is crazy work. We're learning what everyone has as far as phones go. This is great. This is why I'm here. All right, now I think I'm going to call the I'm going to call this this cloak done. I think that's good. There'll be more painting done on this guy, obviously, but you know, we'll see. That being said, I've super chatted enough to actually pay for membership on it. That is true. That is very true. I can pull a scheme to get 1 month free Trenchborn Officer. Ah, fair enough. Get an Android so Apple don't take a 30% cut of super chats. Is it Apple that's taking the 30% cut? My God. God damn, that's crazy. Let me pay any money. My account somewhere still has parental controls on my Apple account, so it won't let me update the billing address, bro. RIP. I have also shoulder pain and can't move my arms up. That's not the most optimal thing, Cnisty. I hope you get better soon. All right, now I'm vibing with the color we got going on here. I think that's kind of decent. I'm going to let's see. I'm going to move on to this guy, and I'm going to do some purple shenanigans here. Maybe like a darker sort of purple look, like Mortarion's official cloak. What do I have as far as purple even goes? And honestly, I think another base coat of black red would be good as well. Train soldiers until range. Failure. Fair enough. I'm actually going to base coat the cloak with black red again, because black red's kind of good, and I think it'll highlight into a purple kind of nicely if I'm so fortunate. So we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. Now, the opacity on this fella is not the, not the best. We're gonna have to do a couple coats of this. We're in for the long haul on this one. Should announce the Patreon in a stream. I will do that. I will definitely do that. Once I get it all good and gold. This one with the Lehman Rust tank make an appearance. Who knows? Maybe sooner than we think. I don't know. We got to get another one though, or actually, what I'm thinking of doing is rather than because I plan to shoot another tank and do like a different rust, like kind of discussed in the Guns and Warhammer video. But I think rather than a Lehman Rust, I kind of think I want to get a oh my God, what's it called? A Rhino. Because once the Rhino is all textured and rusted, it would fit into Death Guard a lot more than Rhinos do currently. So I think that might be fun, because then I could actually rust it up, and it's not like still fighting for... It would be... Kind of doesn't make sense that there's a completely rusted tank fighting for the Trenchborn Legion, except I made it work out in my headcanon. Might be fun to do that on a Rhino for Death Guard. Use the Horus Heresy Rhino. Fair enough, fair enough. I'd have to take a look at it. Basically, YouTube allows 1 month free membership trial. And since I do not have a card, I can add 0 payment methods. The question is, what happens after the free trial ends? Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Then I suppose it just... The membership disappears, I guess? The Horus Heresy one's cheaper? Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Then yeah, I'll consider that. Although I might also want to, depending on where I'm at, I might want to get the new Death Guard Combat Patrol, because that kind of looks fun. He steals all your money. Yeah, I send someone to your doorstep with a baseball bat, and I go, hey, we're about to pull some John Madden stuff. Now, that was a very, very good rage bait. I'm hoping, at least. We'll see how good it ends up actually being. Okay, now that we're all sort of base coated here, this is all still wet and stuff like that. Please paint a lemon rust as what? Is the kneecapping my job? Perhaps so. Perhaps so. Maybe that's the moderator status that we've finally found for Mossy. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, now I'm going to go in with some purples and do some stuff. I only have 2 purples, so we'll see what we get. You have to use a payment card for the free membership. Fair enough. Looks great. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're making progress, slowly but surely. But it's fun. Let's see. Yeah, we'll try highlighting with some random purples here and just see what we can get. I just heard a tiny dog yap outside of my workshop, and I don't know how that is physically possible. Because I'm wearing headphones, fans are blaring in the workshop, and I can barely hear myself speak. Hopefully that was... I'm going to actually hope that was schizophrenia rather than there's a little dog outside of my workshop. That scares me more than schizophrenia. All right. Now I'm going to do some rough highlights here with the purple. Kind of working my way around around this guy as we go. And almost like adding just a stain of purple. Just kind of fun. So you have to approve from your card bank. Wow, all kinds of stuff. I want to make a trade. You make me a mod and I won't nuke Bel Air, Kansas. You can... I'm pretty sure there was a prince who lived in Bel Air, and I'm not friends with the prince in particular. Also, Bel Air is an interesting spot. Been there a handful of times. I'll say. I'll say that. I'll put that out there. Okay, now we got a little purple going on this guy. That's kind of fun. Ah, wow. So that's an interesting, bit of look here. I think I kind of want to wash it, though. I want to make some stuff even darker. The red kind of went nicely because we started on, like, a brown base coat. The blast radius should hit you. I'd feel confident, Mossy. I feel confident in my luck. Now, I'm going to try to find... Here we go. Wait. This is pale purplish red? What the hell do you mean pale purplish red, my brother in paint? Hold on. Please paint the tank like the Primarch and the Primarch as the tank. Dude, I haven't even ever... I've probably seen Lehman Russ, the Primarch, a handful of times. I couldn't tell you what the heck he looks like. So I couldn't tell you if I'd paint the tank right. I'll look it up in just a second. I want to see what the heck this color is, dude. What the hell's... What are we doing here? What are we doing? What is that? It just looks dark. Actually, this is perfect. This is the wash I need. It'll be absolute perfection. Trust me, dude. Okay. Watch this. Get ready. This will be good. This will be good. Trust me. I have the utmost confidence, okay? Oh, this is good. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're gaming, and it's looking very, very good. Let me try to go a little quickly so there's no tide marks, and then I'll actually see what the heck a Lehman Russ is. Not the tank. I've painted several of the tanks. Many different styles. Okay, hit the bottom here and try to keep all of it in frame and not drop the entire guy, because that would be the tiniest bit unfortunate for sure. Okay, now... well, don't get too excited. We still got to paint the back of these freaking demon sickness babies. It's a rather grimdark, grotesque freaking thing. Demon babies. Demon sickness babies. Carrying some probably a forbidden baby rattler, by the way. So that's kind of spooky in its own right. Let me try to hit here successfully. We did it. We did it. Since I'm membership, or can I veto someone joining? Well, you're already in, so it kind of it disappears into the ether, and you get just the rest of the perks, Mr. Mossy. Now I see what you're trying to do though, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to pull the scheme. Well, where's that gonna happen? Who knows? Who know what? Sorry, I just saw the Discord pop up, and someone was like, make a Lehman Russ like this. So this must be Lehman Russ. And so we have to... That's kind of funny. That was an interesting just collage of photos. It threw me off guard for sure. Now, taking a look back at our guy here, honestly, what we kind of did was get a you know, do we get a Trenchborn Legionnaire roll? You do, actually. I'll do that if I don't remember it after the stream. You'll remind me, and I'll get on it as soon as possible. But now we have some cloaks painted on the demon babies, the baby demons. There you go. We got Mortarion and a couple demon babies. Cool. Now I need to do some experimentation on some more stuff. Although, actually, first what I have to do... Well, I'll do it later. But I have to kind of... I got a little purple on the demon ball, so that's unfortunate. Painting the wings is going to be the next interesting part here. And here they are, the wings. Wings are spooky. Not sure how I was to do. But I do kind of enjoy... Go get a card shadow. There you go. I do enjoy sorry. I'm being absolutely trolled by Mossy in the stream chat, and he's kind of funny, okay? GG's. I'm going to do a combination of the actual box art is what I'm going to do. And it goes from a weird, almost pale blue into a fleshy color, okay? Fair. There's a Nurgle Land Raider STL. Oh, fair enough. That's interesting. Let's see. I'm going to take basic skin tone, right? Hold on. No, we're good. I grab being a basic skin tone, right? Yeah, that's kind of basic skin tone. That looks like my basic skin tone. And I'll also grab a... Dang it. Hold on. I'm going to see what this one is. Yes, cheapy about a member role, but all members with the normal roles are basically members because it is a member Discord. Oh, yeah, pretty much so. I think we have an actual setting or an actual role for the specific tiers of the YouTube membership. We have like your basic like soldier role, which is just you just get access to everything if you're a soldier. But then I want to say there is like Trenchborn Officer, Legionnaire, and so on and so forth as well. Okay, finally I can actually shake this guy and we can all hear it. Jeez. Haven't used this paint in a while. You have to check the status of the member constantly. Yeah, it gets a little. It can get a little squirrely sometimes. I think I have donated like half the price of Helldivers. Probably so. I still haven't gotten a payment. The payment's not expected for like 20 days. So literally as of right now, we're still doing this for the love of the game. My God. I'm gonna have to maybe employ a different system at some point, but yeah. So it's all still just being held in purgatory. It's slowly making its way to me, even though I didn't say give me a check. I said put it in my account because I want the money because I'm extremely greedy and such. Now, I want to see what this speed paint would look like. So in 20-day Helldiver, who knows, maybe. Battleship Gray is a light bluish gray. I'm going to see what this kind of looks like here. That's a very blue color. So hold on. If I go to grab it, what do we get? Okay, we actually kind of get that that palish blue color. This is kind of exactly what Mortarion's wings start out as in the box art. So what I'm going to do is a combination of that speed paint with some basic skin tone. All looks like a Space Wolves color. Yeah, it kind of does. Actually, yeah, it's very, very similar to that. Okay, so I'm going to put that here, leave that there, get some more paint on there in a second. Get out the wet palette. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can kind of see the setup that we're about to create. The absolute incredible fest we have going on here. Let me move that. There we go. Now, where's this? I mean, you're not close enough. Boom. We'll go there, and we'll thin this down. Make it human akin wings. Yeah, I'm kind of going for something. Well, not necessarily human, but I do actually really like how the box art did his wings. See that kind of pale blue going into kind of a fleshy color? I kind of want to do a little something akin to that, and then maybe add some bruising by just adding a whole wash and stipples of some violet red color. So we'll see. We'll ultimately see what the heck happens. I'm not sure. This is what the experiment on this guy's little fly wing will be. Will be mostly to see how we're gonna do Mortarion's wings when we get to them, because that's another sort of intimidating part. Not gonna lie, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna work on this wing here, and let's see, how thin is that? That's nice and thin, so that's good. And so I'll work, and I'll build it like halfway up there. Okay, so we got to wash what we're doing there. And now I'm going to take the speed paint, get a decent amount of the speed paint, and I'm going to kind of go up here and almost blend those into each other. And now as this dries, I can glaze on more stuff for this fleshy color. Because it was a little... It doesn't act like a speed paint where it kind of stains the surface. Because this is a low opacity paint, it kind of just barely goes on there and almost just looks like a wash into the recesses. But I can kind of moisture it up a little bit by just kind of working it into the paint as we go along and kind of move it around and stuff like that. Now let me turn the ISO down so it's hopefully a little easier to actually see what's happening. There you go. Now you can kind of see what we're going for here. And you know, not bad. Not bad. The thing to do might be to fully base coat a wing with the basic skin tone. And then go in with the speed paint from the top is what I'm thinking the strategy will ultimately be. I think that's how I'm going to do it for future wings. But we got to test it, you know? Hold on, where's my mouse? There we go. Nope, that's the wrong number. There we go. Okay. You have to rest now after train arms tomorrow morning. Good night. You train shoulders now, you're training arms? I respect it. Good night, Sinisty. Thanks for tuning in. Who said? I thought you said no nurglings in your army. I mean, these guys are kind of nurglings, I guess. But at least they look a little more on the demonic side. But I do have actual nurgling bits that I didn't put on. I didn't like them. It was not my cup of tea. Now let me put a little more, just because they're a little cartoony in my opinion. I'm trying to lean in a little more into just the horror of a demon Primarch, because I think it would be pretty horrifying. And the nurglings are a little cartoony. They're fun, but they're just not my particular style that I'm going for. Now this, as far as a wing goes, isn't like terrible. And we can do other stuff with textures. This paint's just a little watery, so it's going to take a little bit. And then it'll take a bit to dry as well. And we'll see where it gets us ultimately. I think I could also start to build up the other side, because we can do multiple tests is what we can do. Maybe a green in the top. Yeah, I think there's... I'll add some different colors to it. And maybe define some veins by going over with specific colors and stuff. I think that might be not a bad idea for sure. I'm just going to get a little more paint onto the palette. Now I have a little more paint onto the palette to kind of build up a slightly thicker application of this sort of skin tony color, which I do like. Don't like how Nurglings and Nurgle Greater Demons look. They just so fat. Fair. Yeah, they got an intro. Yeah, it's... But I mean, I guess it's like you got the 7 deadly sins, but then the Chaos Demons, they can kind of just be sometimes a combination of them. Like Nurgle, it's sort of like a combination of gluttony and just uncleanliness. Interestingly enough. Except I haven't seen them eat anybody. They just turn people to zombies. And then go about their business. Put up your Patreon on the Thursday stream. If you do, I will try to give you money. If I get to the Patreon by the Thursday stream, then maybe so. We will see what happens. Right now, I couldn't begin to tell you with certainty. Just because it's all... My situation, as of now, is very fluid, and I just kind of gotta roll with the flow. But once it's up, I will announce it here, and I'll keep yapping about it too, so you can... So if you ever tune in at any future point, you'll know. All right, now trying to keep this as decently angled as I can. Now you can kind of see when we do a top down, you can see the pale kind of skin tone versus just my base coat of like a zenithal highlight of deck 10 over black. But you know, it's fine. Can be associated with something kind of good, I think. Fair enough, fair enough. I don't remember what, though. Fair. You should look at Conflict 47. I've seen a fair amount of talk about it. Looks interesting. I don't know if I would, I would have to find a cool army. There's some fun kits that Conflict 47 does have, though. Alright, I just don't know if anyone in my area would play it. They have Nazi zombies trust? Okay, well then I may just have to get it. Consider me... consider I noticed. Yes, now I think base coating the entire wing with this basic skin tone is the way to go, and then we can just fudge around with colors later as we go about the entire operation here. It's just a matter of letting the coats dry and then applying more coats, and it's all very boring, and I'm very impatient, but I think, you know, that's an interesting proof of concept. I think I need to thin down the blue a little more and just have it almost as an idea. Is that blue there? Yeah, I think that's blue there. What? Is it really? I don't know. I think so. Rather than a, that's blue sort of vibe, you know? Everywhere you go, there you are. So I am just going to coat the top of this. Glaze stuff on there. Glaze a bunch of textures and different colors and grossness onto the wings rather than what we did this first time. But I think the Battleship Gray Speed Paint will be a very workable color to utilize in the future with the wings. Nurgling kind of looked like a moth from the back. He kind of does. He kind of does. All right, now, let's see. There is all of that done and dusted. That's all base coated. We just have to build this sucker up slowly. But surely. But slowly. Still surely. But slowly. My gosh, okay. No, we're good, we're good. We're locked in. Everyone lock in. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. It'll look like flesh wings. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking of doing something like that. Like sort of what I did. Kind of go for a vibe like with what I did here on the gas tubes, which I also just base coated a basic skin tone and then did a wash of a violet. What color do I have? Do I have it on hand here, or is it hiding from me? violet red is what I have, and it's a very nice fleshy color, and so I think that washed onto the wings will look good. And then I might do some different colors for variations on the wings. See you, Sherlock. Earthworm Jim, good to see you, sir. Thank you for tuning in. And thanks for becoming a member. That was very sneaky and very ingenious of you. All right, now the other side will be dry enough to go back over on. And it will be fine. And then I think I'll let it dry, and then I'll actually get a little violet wash started so we can experiment on it. See what we can't get with it. We just gotta wait for it to dry afterwards. I'm just extremely impatient because I wanna try it. I need to give it a whirl. Brush drops from the hole in the wings. Yeah, perhaps so. That might be fun. All right. Now, while we impatiently wait for this to dry, I am going to mix up a wash of violet red. My favorite fleshy red color. I love it a lot. And we'll finish off the stream by doing a little experiment, an experiment here. Sherlock, please get Helldivers. Maybe. Maybe one day. Okay. Here's this color. I love this color so much for gross, fleshy nonsense. It's beautiful when my check comes. Don't know if I'll be able to afford Helldivers. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the next couple days. A lot of stuff will have to line up a specific way for something to happen. This will make no sense to you, but it makes perfect sense to me because I'm the one gatekeeping all the information and the vital information that you need, but it doesn't matter. Rest assured, it will be fine in the end. Now, we got a little violet red. That's what this sucker is right here. Let me up the ISO. There we go. Let there be light. And then there was, and it was good. And let us thin down a lot of this. We barely want this noticeable, dude. Barely noticeable at all, even. Let's see. Is that barely noticeable? Yeah, that's barely noticeable. Okay, let's see. We'll give you a look at the Park Asterix models I own. I shall email you. Fair enough, okay. I should probably check that email. I do have an email in my description that I need to check. Okay. Is this frickin' thing dry enough? Not that I'm impatient, but I want to try it. Okay. We're going to do the wash, and we're going to see what happens now. That's a bingo, by the way. I don't know if I might have to lower the ISO a bit so we can take a look at it. Oh, you can kind of see it here. Oh, no, it gets a little brighter. Let me lower the ISO just a hair. Hold on. Stand by. Because, yeah, this is the way to go. This is the way to go. We're doing it. This is neat. Ooh, I like this. Now, we can just expand upon this. Maybe do some different pinks and purples and stuff. But this is a great beginning to it. It establishes stuff. Yo, saw the Titan video and I really like the content, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was fun to make. Lot of printing and painting, but it was well worth it. It was very cool. And here he is in the flesh. If you're still here, there he is. Dominus Visarum in all of his glory. He watches the streams live in the flesh. So yeah, Sherlock Spiner is filmed in front of a live studio audience. So that's fun. But this is a great start for the wings. That makes them nice and fleshy looking, and we can actually start to do some shenanigans and stuff here. Now, oh, that's awesome. Hold on, look. Like some of the surface tension created some purple, just like random purple speckles through there. Perfect. I love that very much. It is very dope as all heck. I'm part of that audience. He has me captive. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. That's our resident mossy mint, everybody. All right, now let's apply another wash up here all over the place, looking nice. Looking nice. I'm enjoying how that looks. Ho 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 ho. Very fleshy. Very fleshy. Dude, basic skin tone with a violet red little wash creates some wonderful looking fleshy shenanigans. I love it so much. So easy and good. Just finished building a Primaris Redemptor Dreadnought. Now to make the base and paint it. Heck yeah, dude. Very cool. Very cool. I wish you luck. A Dreadnought seems fun. I like some of my favorite models are Sentinels from the Astra Militarum. And I think a Dreadnought is sort of the same size. So I'd probably get a kick out of painting out of doing a Dreadnought. Check your email. Sherlock Spiner, email check live. I'll check the email. I'll check the email. I'll do it. I'll check it right here, right now. Then I'll leave. And then I'll skedaddle into the ether. Hold on. We go here. We're on the correct page. I don't want the reflection of the login information, so I'm going to throw that up here and hope you guys don't see that there. Now, hold on. Everyone stand by. Stand by. I'm checking an email live. You have your Dreadnought stepping over a trench. Based, I have a Sentinel stepping into a trench. That is sick. Email. Email. Beautiful. Okay, I gotta, because, you know, we gotta be a little, you see it? No, you don't. Use my passkey? What the hell is my passkey, dude? Uh-oh. Use a saved passkey? What? What? I usually make the password, and then I do James. So it's password underscore James. Ball knowledge, you are welcome. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I'm not about to get absolutely, Oh, no, it's actually an image. Oh, that is ball knowledge. Sick. Hold on, let me open image in new tab here. You are welcome. Thank you, thank you. Dang. He's got Asterix and Obelix figures. He's based. A Lionel that I don't currently have with me because it is at a friend's house. That one will be so much fun. That is going to be awesome. Slightly in the top right. Yeah, I know it's right here, but hopefully you can't see the vital stuff that was happening there. Now, let me actually... I can move stuff over now. Hold on. We can share with the world what's going on. Look at how monitor. Look at this dude, huh? Oh, that's the chat. Don't look at the chat. Now, this is some ball knowledge, okay? I'll give you that. This is impressive. Dude, holding the stone. What an iconic thing, dude. Let me into the Discord. As tempted as I am, I gotta hold off for now. But I can respect it, okay? I respect this greatly. But ladies and gentlemen, we accomplished some stuff today, dude. We freaking did it, okay? Let's take a look. Let's take a quick gander at what we were able to accomplish today, okay? We got the cloak done. That's been a big step that I have been working on for the better part of a week. And I've just been like, I haven't been able to figure out what the heck I wanted to do with the cloak. Eventually got it done. We figured it out, okay? Yesterday it clicked. And it was pro gaming. Then we got to paint some other little cloaks. We did some red. Got to have some fun with red. I enjoyed that. Did some fun stuff with purple. Ooh, that's fun. Can barely see it. And then we tried some fleshy wings, which I like how this is looking so far. There's potential here. I'm thinking sort of the main, like whatever the heck holds the wings here, the main wing part or whatever. I might do that a blue color, a darkish blue color. But we'll see what happens. But guys, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you Thursday. And until I see you guys then, there, and everywhere. Hold on. Oh, you're thinking about getting a resin printer and you really want to make Heresy Lion and Warlord Titan. I would say it's worth it. It is worth it. A lot of learning, but it is worth it. I made lore for Death Guard, boy. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will let them vote to let me in. Hey, I'm skedaddling. You can vote amongst your... You know what? Come back with an ultimate... oh my god, what's it called? See, it's looking spiffy? Hopefully. Come back with the ultimate freaking... I don't know. Oh my god. I can't speak. I'm dying inside. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Come back with the greatest evidence and argument ever, and then we'll be good. And then I think it'll be golden. And then I think there'll be nothing else to do after that, because you will have successfully done everything in your power